whispering in the trees. It's two cities and they're only...
No.
Let's go to Walt. Walt, say hello to Gloria.
Gloria, I got a couple of questions of you, but I wanted to respond to the gentleman who called in earlier. I mean, the idea that corporate America is basically Republican is ridiculous. All those big New York bankers, they're all a bunch of limousine liberal Democrats, Ivy League educated. And who they support during the last election for president? Mr. Obama.
So,
and as far as
why get upset?
On corporate executives, and it's a wash. 50-50. Half Democrats, half Republicans. Now, they may give money to particular candidates for specific issues, but to assume that corporate America is necessarily conservative is ridiculous. Because if you look at where they put their money, it's very rare they put any of their money into support conservative organizations. It's almost always organizations on the left. But let me get my question, Victoria. Do you ever have anybody say to you, either to your face or in writing or behind your back, or that you're an Uncle Tom?
Aunt Tom. Auntie Tom.
You talking to me?
Yes, he's talking to you.
Does it ever happen to you?
Do you know about Uncle Tom? Have you read the book?
No, you know.
You never read the book about Uncle Tom. You never knew about Uncle Tom. But let me just tell you this. Right. I've always been a free, mixed America in the United States. And number two, people are very funny about coming up to Gloria saying too many things such as that. I've never been called a Uncle Tom or Aunt Sally. Okay, but I think you should go to the library and read about who Uncle Tom really was.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? Thanks, Walt. I appreciate the call.
Who was Uncle Tom?
Thanks for listening. Who was Uncle Tom?
How was
that?
The one that helped people.
Mm-hmm. Was he white or black?
He was black.
Okay.
He helped the black. He helped. He was a door opener, and I don't want to, lose the plot. But you should read about it. So that's why I never call people that I don't like and that are of color Uncle Tom.
Okay,
because they don't know the whole story.
Let me ask the obvious question. Is that an offensive term to a black person?
That's very offensive.
Okay.
But you said that he helped people, so why would that be offensive?
Because they don't know the story. If they know the story, that's a compliment.
845-1100.
But if he's saying if I'm a brown nose, like I've seen people when I worked in different places, and they were of all hues, I've never been that.
Let's go to Crown Point and talk to Dave. Welcome to the program, Dave.
Hey, Gloria, keep up the good work. I enjoy listening to you. Your daughter's very intelligent also, and keep up the good work. But
thank you.
Walt, you're way off, buddy. And I just want to tell you that 50-50, you're way off. It's 75-25 at most. Republicans who are owners in the United States, and get your facts straight before you put that on the air. And I like to be say that I voted today, and I've never missed an election in my life, and I'm 52 years old in my class till that 18-year-olds vote. So I have never missed an election ever, and I have the right to say what I want to, and the people who didn't vote don't call up this show and say what your opinions are.
Wait,
you don't have the right to do it.
Dave, did you mix it up a little bit, or are you straight either way?
I am an independent, so I did my research, and I did mix it up, but I did vote for all Republicans. Excuse me, I did vote for all Democrats except for one. And I think you know who it is, so I did not vote in that assessor at all because I didn't feel either person was qualified. So I decided not to vote at all in the assessor's race.
Wow. Okay, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for listening. Now, before we move on, I just want to give you a little background on Dave from Crown Point, who you'd have to agree is a very intelligent caller. Yes. I don't know what his educational background is, but at one time, he wanted to see me dead.
Oh, he did.
If not completely, well, for real, but off the air for sure. But I take great pride in the fact that there's been dozens, maybe hundreds of people out there in the same boat as Crown Point Dave was, that we've been able to bring at least into the fold where they feel they're going to be treated fairly. They can make their phone call, they can state their position or make their comments, and they're going to get a fair shake.
Can I say something?
Yeah, but I wanted to say that because Dave's been around since I guess my early days.
He's young.
Well, no, I'm talking about my radio days.
But can I say something about
you want a hug after that, preacher?
Right.
No, baby.
You sound like you wanted to reach out and hug somebody.
a dance.
Had to get the harp going, the violins. Boy.
But can I say something?
Boy, Dave, he's really happy. You're back.
I am.
She calling. That's worth money to preach it. Can I
It's
say
a promo
something?
waiting to happen, man.
One thing I want to say about the Democratic Party. I told you when I was a young girl, I was born in Chicago, I would see how they would come into the black community and take you and have hot dogs and this and that, pick out the best looking black women to work in this. So the politics was never my thing, but they went a step farther. People don't realize they built all of those projects, and at those times, that was all over the United States, that's where they got their votes from the people in those high-rise and things of that. But as we progressed and got more sophisticated, I'm talking about, then they tore them down because now they can go to the corporate businesses and ask for the donations. They don't need you poor people. They send you all over with the Section 8. So Democrat Party give me a job.
Well, wait a second. I got to interrupt you. Don't you think there's less poor people now, Gloria?
Wait a minute. And you find out that you're not on a job, you own a program. You understand? And so when the Republicans get in, they say, oh, they got rid of the job. No, they got rid of a program that the people that was working was paying the tax for that program. Do you understand? So now everything is in the open. Everybody, you're either rich or poor. All the jobs have been sent overseas. We've gotten accustomed of buying expensive things cheap. So they never coming back. Like the bridge that fell down, it's never coming back.
Well, that's because the American consumer is not going to pay $50 for something that is just as well made for $25 because it was made in China. You are never going to get Americans to go, I'll pay the $50 so I can keep you working or
and wait a
give
minute,
me a job.
And that's why I'm against when that promo comes on with Mary McDermott, say our school teachers. When you take a charter school, that pulls the children from the charter school.
He's talking out both sides of his mouth.
That makes the teachers.
Okay.
And so that's what that's about.
Yeah, he's no friend of education. Let's go to Pete on line 1. Say hello, Pete.
Gloria, let me tell you about Preacher, okay? He's got the best unbiased show on WJOB. He tells it like he sees it. He lets everybody make their comments, even though he doesn't agree with them half the time. Unlike other shows on that station that seem to want to edit and cut you off. But I think you're doing a great job, Preacher, and I hope you continue in a career at the station. And I'd like to see you get on the drive time again in the afternoon. It's a great show. I listen every day, and I just want to let you know that people do appreciate your efforts over there.
Thanks, Uncle Pete. I appreciate it.